The guys called her desk girl because she worked in weapons maintenance instead of combat. But when enemy snipers had them pinned down, the desk girl became their savior. Specialist Emily Carter, 23, walked through the dusty corridors of the weapons depot carrying a clipboard and wearing oil-stained fatigues. At 5 feet 4 inches with blonde hair, pulled back in regulation style, she looked more like a college student than a soldier. The infantry guys barely glanced at her as she passed. To them, she was just desk girl, the quiet woman who cleaned their rifles and logged their ammunition requests. "Hey, desk girl," called Sergeant Jake Morrison, a muscular guy from Texas. "My M4's jamming again. Can you fix it? Or do I need to find someone who actually knows weapons?" Emily took the rifle without a word, ejected the magazine, and performed a quick inspection. "Firing pin spring is worn. Give me 20 minutes. Morrison laughed. 20 minutes? A real armorer could fix that in 5. A real armorer would tell you this rifle has fired over 8,000 rounds and needs complete maintenance, not just a quick fix. "Whatever, desk girl. Just make it work." Emily disappeared into the weapons shop. What Morrison didn't know was that Specialist Carter held advanced certifications in weapons systems that most soldiers had never heard of. She could disassemble and rebuild any small arm in the U.S. inventory blindfolded. But she was support personnel, not infantry. So to guys like Morrison, she might as well have been invisible. Captain Rodriguez was conducting a briefing on new enemy tactics when Emily entered the room to deliver ammunition reports. As I was saying, Rodriguez continued, "Intelligence indicates the enemy is using modified SVD sniper rifles with extended range capabilities." Emily paused at the door. She'd seen those exact modifications in captured weapons reports. "Sir," she said quietly, "if I may." "Carter, we're in the middle of a tactical briefing." "I understand, sir, but I've analyzed 3 captured SVD variants this month. The modifications aren't just for range, they're for penetration. Standard body armor won't stop these rounds." Staff Sergeant Williams rolled his eyes. "Thanks for the input, but we'll handle the combat assessments." "But sir, the barrel modifications indicate." "Carter," Captain Rodriguez interrupted, "stick to maintenance reports. Leave tactics to the infantry." Emily nodded and left, but she was troubled. The modifications she'd seen weren't random. They were systematic, professional. Someone was upgrading enemy sniper capabilities with sophisticated knowledge. That night, she stayed late in the weapons depot, studying ballistics reports and captured equipment. Something big was being planned. "Third Squad, you're running security patrol on Route Falcon," announced Captain Rodriguez. "Standard patrol, nothing special." "Carter, make sure their weapons are properly zeroed." Emily handed out the cleaned rifles to Morrison's squad. Each weapon had been meticulously maintained and test-fired. "Here's your M4, she told Morrison. "Replace the firing pin spring, clean the gas system, adjusted the trigger mechanism." "About time," Morrison muttered. "Sergeant Morrison," Emily said seriously, "be careful out there. Those sniper reports. Desk girl, worry about your paperwork. We'll handle the real soldier stuff." Morrison's 9-man squad was halfway through their patrol when the first shot rang out. "Sniper!" Morrison yelled, diving for cover behind a concrete barrier. The shot had come from over 800 meters away, far beyond normal sniper range, and it had punched clean through Private Johnson's body armor. "Johnson's hit," Medic Corporal Davis called. "I need a medevac." Another shot shattered the concrete inches from Morrison's head. "Where the hell is he?" Morrison scanned the distant buildings through his scope. "I can't see anything," replied Corporal Martinez. "He's too far out." For 20 minutes, the squad was pinned down. Every time someone moved, precise sniper fire drove them back to cover. They were trapped. Morrison radioed base. "Phoenix Base, this is 3rd Squad. We're pinned down by sniper fire. Request immediate support." "3rd Squad, this is Phoenix Base. QRF is 20 minutes out. Can you hold position?" Morrison looked at Johnson, who was losing blood fast. 20 minutes might be too long. Emily heard the radio chatter about 3rd Squad situation. She knew that route, knew the terrain, and most importantly, knew exactly what kind of sniper was hunting them. She grabbed her gear and ran to Captain Rodriguez's command post. Sir, I need to go out there. Carter, you're not infantry. We have a QRF en route. Sir, that sniper is using an enhanced SVD with custom modifications. I've studied those weapons. I know his capabilities and limitations. What are you talking about? Emily pulled out her analysis reports. The captured rifles I've been examining, they're all from the same workshop. Someone's building precision rifles specifically for this terrain. The sniper en route Falcon has an effective range of 1,200 meters, but his weapon has a critical weakness. Rodriguez looked at the technical drawings. What weakness? The barrel modifications that give him extended range also create a distinctive muzzle flash signature. I can locate him if I get close enough. Carter, you're not a sniper. No, sir, but I'm a weapons expert, and I know how to kill that rifle. Rodriguez hesitated. Sending support personnel into combat was against protocol, but his men were pinned down and dying. What do you need? An M24 sniper rifle, a radio, and transportation to within 600 meters of 3rd Squad's position. Carter, can you actually make the shot? Emily looked him in the eye. Sir, I've been shooting competitively since I was 12. Expert marksman for years running. I can make the shot if I can find the target. Rodriguez made a command decision. Get your gear. Emily belly crawled to a position overlooking the sniper's suspected location. Through her scope, she methodically scanned the buildings where the shots had originated. She radioed Morrison. 3rd Squad, this is Carter. I need you to draw his fire. Carter? What the hell are you doing out here? Saving your life, Sergeant. On my count, have someone expose themselves for 2 seconds. I need to see his muzzle flash. You're crazy. He'll kill whoever moves. Trust me. 3, 2, 1. Now, Martinez briefly exposed his helmet. Instantly, a shot rang out, and Emily saw exactly what she'd been looking for, the distinctive double flash signature of the modified SVD. Got him, she whispered. The enemy sniper was positioned in a building 900 meters away, using a window on the 3rd floor. Emily calculated wind, distance, and elevation. She controlled her breathing, steadied her rifle, and squeezed the trigger. The sniper fire stopped immediately. 3rd Squad, you're cleared to move, Emily radioed. Morrison's voice came back, stunned. Carter, did you just... Sniper neutralized. Get Johnson to the medevac. An hour later, back at base, Morrison approached Emily in the weapons depot. Carter, I owe you an apology. Emily looked up from cleaning her rifle. You don't owe me anything, Sergeant. Yes, I do. We all do. You saved our lives out there. I did my job. Morrison shook his head. No, you did way more than your job. And we've been treating you like a desk girl? Morrison winced. Yeah, like that. It was wrong. Emily smiled slightly. Sergeant Morrison, tomorrow I want you to bring your entire squad to the weapons depot. Why? Because if you're going out on patrol again, I'm going to teach you how your rifles actually work. No more jamming. No more malfunctions. You're going home alive. Morrison nodded. Yes, ma'am. And Carter, yeah. From now on, when people ask what you do, I'm telling them you're not the desk girl. You're the weapons expert who saves lives. Emily went back to cleaning her rifle, but she was smiling. Sometimes respect came through the end of a scope. Expertise doesn't announce itself with loud voices or big gestures. Sometimes the person everyone overlooks is the one everyone needs. Emily Carter's story reminds us that competence speaks louder than assumptions, and that the most dangerous enemy of prejudice is performance. Have you ever been underestimated because people couldn't see past their assumptions about who you are? Share your story in the comments below. Subscribe for more stories about people who prove that skills matter more than stereotypes.